Guys, do you want to hear something kind of creepy, but it's also a hack to help you grow on Instagram in 2021? So follow me for a second. Go onto Instagram, post a photo, and then after the first hour, immediately close the app. Now, what the Instagram algorithm wants to do in 2021 is it wants you to get back on the app. So it's gonna push your content out to more people so that you get likes, comments, and other notifications that people are talking about your content. The Instagram algorithm is literally going, oh, don't you wanna know what people are saying about your content? Don't you care? Open me. It's luring you back in so that you open it. But if you can resist the urge, you're gonna get more likes and comments on your content. So that's a little bit of a hack, but also, how f***ed up is that? Before we get into it, I'm trying this new strategy on Instagram that essentially I hope that I can teach you down the line. So what I'm doing is for every new follower that I get, I'm putting 10 cents into a pool for a monthly giveaway. So let's say I get 1,000 new followers at the end of the month. That means I'm gonna give away $100 to a fan or a subscriber or a follower. Now, essentially, if you guys wanna be a part of this, which I hope you will, you can go follow me on Instagram, which is @thechrishow, H-A-U for my last name, by the way, and then sign up for my newsletter. In addition for signing up to my newsletter, I'm gonna give you free presets, motion graphics, templates, music, all these other things to beef up your content on Instagram. So essentially it's a strategy, but it's also a chance for you to win money and then beef up your content. So in my opinion, it's a win-win-win. So all the links are below, my Instagram, my newsletter, go and check them out. Let's go back to the algorithm. In today's video, what we'll be covering is the Instagram algorithm in 2021, how to beat it, how to get ahead of it, and how you can win on Instagram. So Instagram has evolved a lot over the years. It's not so much about posting pictures of you and your friends to look back on later in life and be like, oh, what a crazy life we had. No, people are using it for their businesses. Entrepreneurs are using it. There's money to be made on this platform, so I'm gonna teach you a little bit about how to play this game. So essentially, how does the Instagram algorithm work? Okay, it's important to understand fundamentally the main goal of Instagram. To make money from advertisers. And to make that money, they need to keep people on the app. So, if you wanna win on the platform, you have to make content that keeps people on the platform so that Instagram can make more money. So if you make great content, they'll literally reward you with exposure. Yes, they're literally paying you an algorithm exposure if you help them make money. Essentially, there's two different systems that are working for the Instagram algorithm. The first one, your home screen, which shows you content from the people that you follow. And then there's the Discover feed, which shows you content from people that you don't follow. Two feeds. Following? For both of these systems, the algorithm is gathering information from your interactions on the platform. Then it ranks that information into different factors. The first one being engagements, the likes, the comments, the shares, the saves that you get. Then there's retention. How long does somebody spend on your post? Are they checking out your whole carousel? Are they reading your caption longer? How long are they there on your little piece of content? Then there's relatability. How does it relate to your interests? And then there's overall quality. Now, quality is subjective. It could be the comedic value of a piece. It could be how beautiful your image is, how sentimental your caption is. All those things are different factors in quality. With all that information, it then presents the content to you on your homepage or Discover page with the ultimate goal of keeping you hooked. So now that you understand that, how do you grow on this platform? Let's start with the basics, engagement. Now there's 4 different ways to engage with a piece of content on Instagram. There's a like, there's a comment, there's a save, and there's a share. And each one of those holds a different weight with the algorithm in 2021. Likes have the least amount of weight, mainly because it takes no time to like a photo. You could be scrolling, like, and then move on. That's literally like 1 second liking that post, and then you're gone. Now comments, you have to spend a little bit more time when you're commenting on a post. So by that definition, it holds more weight because you're spending more time on that content. And then there is saves. You essentially told the Instagram algorithm that when you save a post, that this is so important to you that you want to refer back to it later. And then there's shares. Shares are king or queen. Don't discriminate around here, but they hold the most amount of weight. Now, the rule of thumb is that people only have about 1 or 2 shares in them a day. So if they share a piece of content, they're telling the Instagram algorithm, this is really important to me. So the algorithm starts pushing that content out more. So that's why shares hold the most amount of weight. Now there's 4 categories for posting on Instagram. There's an in-feed, there's stories, there's IGTV, and then there's reels. So when you're doing an in-feed post, one suggestion would be to use the carousel feature. This means that you can select up to 10 pieces of content that you can swipe through. Now, the reason why you want to do this is, number 1, the obvious one, when people are swiping, they're engaging with your content for more time. Also, number 2, if you put more photos, maybe the first photo resonates with Lucas, but then the next photo resonates with me, and then the third photo resonates with somebody else. Use videos where you can. video content is slightly more engaging than just photo content. Write engaging captions. That's literally why there's influencers in the world who write novels with their captions. You can go up to 2,200 characters. Use those characters. If you're having trouble writing captions, here are a few tips. Write captions like you're talking to a friend. Also, if you have no idea about what to write, literally write, I have no idea about what to write today. It's still relatable because a lot of people struggle with writing captions. Then there's stories, which essentially Instagram stole from Snapchat, but it's a very, very powerful tool and a great way to communicate in an authentic way with your audience. Now, one suggestion that I have is make use of the different features, polls, quizzes, the different little sliders, you know, the little heart slider, and you're like, do you love this? So the more that people are engaging with your content, the more that they're replying to your content, Instagram's algorithm will push your stories to the top of everybody's feed. And then there's IGTV, also known as IGTV. This is to compete with Facebook video and YouTube. This is longer format content. Now, the reason this exists, I don't know why. There's no way for like Instagram actually to monetize this content right now. So if they're not making money from it, they're really not pushing it. So one of the things I would consider here is that if you're a YouTuber or if you make long form content, maybe just like upload your content here. Don't make this a priority for your Instagram strategy to grow. Now, truthfully, I don't know where this is gonna go in the future. Maybe at some point Instagram will monetize this, but the reality is the next thing is huge. Reels. That's where everybody is right now. Now, you can obviously tell why Instagram is pushing Reels. They have a competitor, TikTok, where everybody's watching 15-second videos, 30-second videos. I open it, this is whale content, it's kind of sick, eh? Yo, they know, I'm like hooked. All right, let's go back to practical tips when it comes to Reels. Number one, retention rate is everything here. Now, it's better to watch 15 seconds of a 15-second reel than it is to watch 20 seconds of a 1-minute reel. So when you're creating your content, condense it, make it the best it can possibly be. Now, if you have a reel with a voiceover, a talking head situation going on, a lot of dialogue, I would highly suggest that you add captions. 80 to 85% of people watch content on their phone with the sound off. So if you want to hook people and make sure they're following the storyline or the dialogue in your content, add captions. Now, what you'll notice from those 4 options that we just talked about is a lot of them are video based. Instagram, which was primarily a photo sharing app in the past, is switching to video as their priority. So when you're creating content, keep that in mind. The future of Instagram is most likely video. Now, here are some pillars to think about when you're creating for the algorithm. These are the things that I've noticed that perform well. Number 1, first pillar. Educate. If you can inform your audience, they'll be more likely to follow you. Number 2 is to entertain. Can you post a skit? Can you make people laugh? Comedy is so powerful. So in this situation, entertain people. Maybe you're really good with hula hoops. I don't know. Whatever your thing is, entertain people. And the third one is to provide insight or value. In this case, imagine like BTS content of this setup. Would you be interested in seeing what lights we use, what camera we're using, the fact that there's a cat on the ground right now? I'm so sorry, you were sleeping and I woke her up. All right, so let's talk about posting time. So what you're gonna want is insight on when the most amount of people from your following are active on the app. Now, if you have a personal account, you can't see this stuff. So what you're gonna wanna do is switch to a business or creator account. And what that's gonna do for you is open up an insights tab. Most active times on Wednesday are between 9 and 12 p.m. So what I'm gonna wanna do is post around 8:30 so that content rolls in really nicely when the most amount of people are active on the app. All right, let's talk about hashtags. This was super important in the past, but is it relevant in 2021? Yes and no, kind of. It will help you by like 2%. Let me explain. So what I would do is have your notes, create a bunch of different hashtags, and then post them and forget about them. Use the smaller ones. The whole idea, if you have smaller hashtags with a smaller amount of people following them, there's a good chance that your content will reach the top of it. Do not make this a priority. All right, I've been talking to you guys for a little bit. If you're still here, bravo, because you're gonna hit the practical tips. I'm gonna sum this all up for you. Number 1, when you're creating, niche down. Find a niche that you're excited about. For example, if you're really into watches, post watch content. Comments only really matter when they're genuine. So when people are commenting fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji, it doesn't really help the algorithm. So try to create genuine conversations. Don't edit your caption in the first hour. If you want to later on, that's fine, but make sure it's not within the first hour. Spend that time replying to comments. I would highly encourage that you use the app to be social. That's what we are as humans, social beings. So hopefully this brings you some more joy as well as some business opportunities when you're posting on IG. Guys, we're at the end of the video. Again, as a reminder, I'm hosting that contest for every new follower, 10 cents into a giant pot. At the end of the month, I give all that money away to a follower. So again, all you need to do is follow me on Instagram, sign up for my newsletter where you get a bunch of free stuff. Again, win, win, win. Links are below. I appreciate you so much. Now, if you want to help the YouTube algorithm right now, please press like, because that's how the YouTube algorithm works. It only focuses on the likes versus Instagram, which likes shares. I mean, I'm always down for a share. If you want to share this video with your grandma, all those other people, but most importantly, like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified for future videos, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. It's the end of the video right now. I don't really want to do an ASMR outro, but we have to because that's my brand. Actually, I'm gonna get somebody else to do the ASMR outro. You wanna say a few words? Wanna say anything to the people? This is your time to shine. Use your voice. Say something. Anything. We have 10 seconds left. 9, 8, 7, come on. You don't have to say anything. Some people just get a little stage fright.